Welcome to the presentation of Audicon's data rebase software solution, which enables us to archive our legacy IT systems in a compliant manner and thus help you avoid the cost-intensive as well as risky continued operation of these systems. My name is Axel Becker. I'm head of the Data Retention Management business unit, and together with my staff, I have been working successfully for our customers for many years, specialized on archiving legacy IT systems. What exactly is our mission? Companies usually have many different IT systems in use to support their business processes or even make them possible. As ERP systems, these can be sub as well as non-sub systems. Very individual systems or even proprietary developments may also be in productive use. For the storage of business documents such as scanned purchase invoices, classic archiving systems are also frequently used. For the storage of business documents such as scanned purchase invoices, classic archiving systems are also frequently used. However, all these IT systems are used not only to support day-to-day business processes, but also to research and provide information on the history of business activities. There are, for example, the auditors who, based on the German's commercial code, have questions about the past fiscal years in connection with the annual audit, or customers and suppliers with whom questions about invoices or orders need to be clarified. Certainly, the most prominent are the tax auditors with their requests for information. They focus on tax-relevant data, and they have even right to access data that extend back up to 10 years via the so-called GOBD. The data must be provided in a machine-readable format, or access to the relevant reporting functionality in the IT systems must be provided. In addition, all these requirements, there is also the GDPR, which enforces special protection of private data of individuals in the IT systems. In the area of product liability, even retention periods of up to 30 years are demanded. Keeping the data in the IT systems over these long periods is indeed not trivial. In the periods mentioned, there is in fact always the need to modernize IT systems. Legacy IT systems are then left behind, which must not simply be switched off with regard to the requirement that they must be available for demand. Sometimes data is offloaded for performance reasons from productive systems. Also, this data has to be held for demand purposes. And finally, in M&A transactions and carve-outs, entire IT systems or IT subsystems regularly become part of a legal succession. In the rarest of cases, the historical data is transferred to the productive systems. However, the continued operation of systems that are no longer in productive use usually implies considerable cost and risks, such as the maintenance of hardware and software or the continued operation of outdated and therefore possibly no longer secure systems. The risk of know-how being lost over time because employees are leaving should not be underestimated. It may then be difficult or even impossible to obtain information held in legacy IT systems. In all these cases, we can help with our data rebase solution. With our tried and tested extraction tools, which are used worldwide, we transfer the relevant structured data from the source database of the IT system into the target database of data rebase. By structured data, we mean the tables of the database. We document the complete data transfer by means of appropriate logging. Besides, there are usually unstructured data in the form of PDF documents, for example. These are often found in classical archives. We can also include these documents in data rebase and make them available so that they can be searched. Using generic analysis functionalities and, if necessary, individual created reports, we ensure that information can be provided to the inquirer at any time without continuing to operate the legacy IT systems. Now I will give you an insight into data rebase and the essential functionalities with which we fulfill the previous described requirements. Your data from the legacy IT system, whether structured or unstructured, is given a new basis in data rebase, as the name of our solution already suggests. Data rebase is available in an on-premise solution for installation in your own IT infrastructure or as software as a service in the Microsoft Azure cloud, in which scenario the data is stored geo-redundantly in Microsoft German's data centers. Data marts play a central role in data rebase. Depending on the extraction strategy and application scenario, a data mart contains the data of an entire IT system or the data of a corporate unit and one or more fiscal years. After the authentication at the web client, the user gets access to the different modules of data rebase depending on his or her role or authorizations. Thus, he or she can use the so-called table viewer to take a look at the tables transferred from the IT legacy system database and perform analysis on these tables. The table viewer enables you to restrict the view to a part of the records via a filter generator. Records can be grouped and summarized in columns. Columns can be reordered and hidden. Analysis created in this way can be saved as a table view. In addition, the results can be exported into an Excel format and further processed in Excel. But this functionality would not be sufficient, especially for an auditor of the German tax authorities. Via the data access right, these auditors can demand reporting functionalities that correspond to the reporting functionalities of the underlying IT legacy systems. However, with our reporting module, we meet these challenging requirements. Through the data rebase project, we replicate qualitative functionalities of the legacy IT systems. For example, here is the customer balance report as it is available in a subsystem. Via a dialog box, the user can enter basic parameters such as company code and fiscal year, customer accounts area, reporting periods, or even search term to limit the report to the desired number of customers. As in the original system, it's possible to access from there the report customer line item display. And finally, the report document overview. This is our understanding of the implementation of reports from the legacy IT systems in a qualitative way. With the table viewer and reporting, we meet the high requirements of German tax auditors in connection with indirect or direct access to the reporting functionalities of the IT legacy systems, the so-called Z1, Z2 access. If unstructured data such as PDF documents are to be displayed, the archive viewer is available. It enables you to search for this unstructured data and, if desired, to link it to the corresponding reports from the reporting area, as you see here. Using what we call workspaces, we enable users to restrict the view on objects or part of objects, depending on their role or the individual authorizations. Objects can be tables, table areas, reports, or documents. The German tax auditors in particular are entitled to demand that companies provide tax-relevant data in a machine-readable format. This is the so-called Z3 access. With the export definitions, we enable authorized users to fulfill exactly these requirements very quickly. Tables or parts of tables can be selected and exported, for example, in the default data structure recommended by the German tax authorities. Auditors can then import this data into their idea analysis software or the so-called idea apps, or even other evaluation tools. The optionally available GDPR Manager makes it possible to meet the specific functionalities related to the particular protection of individuals' private data. Authorized users can comply with requests for information and, if necessary, release data for deletion, provided that no special retention periods or legal holds prevent this. In addition, deletion deadlines can be defined that allow data to be deleted after retention periods have expired. For over 18 years, using the presented set of functionalities, we have archived legacy IT systems from our customers to avoid their expensive and risky continued operation. If you would like more information about data rebase and especially about our project approach, please do not hesitate to contact me. Thank you for your attention.